How can you find your niche when you're multi-passionate or you can't decide because you just want to talk about everything? I'm going to teach you how you can niche down so you can niche out in this video. What's up everyone, it's Modern Millie. Welcome back to my channel where I post videos every Wednesday teaching you the latest strategies and trends on social media to help bloggers, influencers, and content creators grow their brands. Give a little love tap on that subscribe button to stay up to date on all the latest tips and tricks that I have for you. First, I want to say a huge thank you to this video's shoutouts. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. So if you want to get a shout out on one of my future videos, screenshot yourself watching this video and tag me on Instagram stories, or leave a comment below and subscribe to my channel. As always, timestamps will be in the comments down below because I know how valuable your time is and you already know why you're here. So let's get into it. I understand how hard and for some people scary it may be picking your niche. For me, it took a year and a half to finally find my niche. And even then, I feel like it's ever evolving. So for anyone who needs to hear this, there is no right or wrong decision here. It's okay to feel completely lost. What you don't want to do is stress about picking the wrong choice when picking your niche and then end up not picking anything at all. So let's start with the basics. What is a niche? For the sake of my sanity, I'm going to be saying niche through the entirety of this video. I am aware that niche and niche are both correct. Look it up. Anybody who Googles how do you pronounce niche, the answers are going to vary depending on where you live in the world because they're both correct. So let's not argue about it in the comments. I'm gonna say niche because it came from, I guess, France or the French. So we'll give it to the French this time, okay? Niche is defined as a specialized segment of the market for a particular kind of product or service. I think everybody is really good at dissecting that first part of the definition, specialized segment of the market. That's where we get people saying they're like in the beauty, fitness, fashion, travel, education niches, all of that. However, it is not enough to just say your niche is fitness. You need to get even more specific, focusing on a more fixed area of the market. Let me show you a few examples of what a okay versus a great niche would be. Okay is fitness versus fitness from home for busy moms. Travel versus budget-friendly international travel. Fashion versus eco-friendly 70s fashion. Do you guys see the little differences there, how they're more honed in on a specific segment of the market? So if you already know your niche or you're starting to get an idea of a niche that you would be in, write it down in the comments below. I'm curious what everybody's niche is that's watching this video. Now, attention, disclaimer, warning, warning, lifestyle is not a niche. Before you even comment that, please don't. Please don't comment saying lifestyle is your niche. So if you've been saying that your niche is lifestyle, now is the time to change that because social media is too saturated and it makes it almost impossible for you to grow as a brand with such a broad niche. So saying you're a lifestyle blogger puts you at a really big disadvantage because you're talking about everything: coffee, life, food, fitness, travel. You're talking about everything, and if you've ever heard the saying, if you're talking to everyone, you're talking to no one, that is what you're doing. You're talking to too many areas and nobody is connecting with you. If you're wondering, well, why can J-Lo do that, but I can't? It's because J-Lo is already well known, so she could talk about literally anything and everybody's gonna swoon. But if you are starting and you are just starting to grow and you don't quite have a platform yet, lifestyle is not going to help you at all. Harsh and honest truth, you heard it here first, folks. Please do yourself the favor of not picking lifestyle. Let me share with you my story because I'm a prime example of making this exact mistake. For the longest time, I said my niche was lifestyle. I would binge dozens of YouTube videos that told me I needed to pick a niche, and I would literally roll my eyes because I'd be like, I already have one. Man, was I wrong? Was I wrong to not listen to them? So let's take a look at my Instagram account during my lifestyle phase. When somebody were to land on my profile, as you could see, it wasn't very clear what I was doing. Why should they follow me if they didn't know what journey I was going to take them on? What was the point of them following me? Being a multi-passionate person, it was really hard for me to find my niche, but eventually, when I did, because of that, I was able to grow. And now that I've grown, I'm able to niche out and start talking about other areas of life that I wanted to talk about in the first place. So, niche down to niche out. Okay, so how do you find your niche? The moment we've all been waiting for, the magic answer of finding your niche when you can't decide. I'll do you one better, I'll give you 4 answers. How about that? 4 ways that you could find your niche, because one of these might work for you and the rest might not. Just try them all out and see what sticks. Okay, number 1, try it all. Literally, if you don't know your niche, test posting about your passions. Try posting 1 entire week where you're focusing on fashion, 1 entire week where it's makeup, and then organization tips, and then food, whatever it is that you're passionate about, try it all. Do 1 week at a time, focusing on each area. You'll probably discover that posting and writing about one topic comes a little bit more naturally to you than other topics will. This is something that helped me. I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I just tried it all, and eventually I found my footing. And it's okay to eventually find your footing. Number 2 is write to your target audience about what you want to be known for. You get to choose what you want to be known for. This is the great thing. Even if you don't know your niche, you might have an idea of who you want to reach. I didn't know what my niche was. All I knew was that I wanted to reach out to women and inspire them. That was all that I knew. So I started with that, trying to write inspiring captions and encouraging women. Number 3 is to make a list of everything you want to talk about on your page. This list is often referred to as your brand pillars. Like if you had a website, what would all the categories be on that website? Now, under each of the categories that you wrote down, start listing out post ideas. If you wrote down fashion as one of the topics, under fashion you would write 5 ways to style a blazer, what to wear to a job interview, so on. Any ideas or post ideas you could think of. You'll find that some areas are easier for you to think of content ideas for than others. The ones that come more naturally are the ones you should focus on. Number 4, and the last one, is my favorite. Combine your passion with your zone of genius. Make a list of everything you're passionate about, and then on another list, ask some people who are close to you, if you could come to me for advice on anything, what would it be? Or what are some things I'm really good at? Oftentimes, the things that come most naturally to you are things that you wouldn't be able to think of on your own. You need that extra perspective to bring it to your attention. So this strategy is how I discovered mine. I wrote down a list of everything I was passionate about, whether it was like businessy related or not. So everything that I loved, from coffee to true crime, organizing, everything. Instagram, all the things, just made a list. And then on a drive home, my boyfriend at the time, now husband, ayo, we were in the car and I just asked him, like, if you could come to me for advice on anything, what would it be? What are things that I'm good at? Because I don't know, I feel like I'm not good at anything. And we talked about it, and eventually it came down to, he said I was really good at Instagram and understanding Instagram, and I was also really good at organization. And those are things that I overlooked. And I was like, well, duh, it's so natural. Like, everybody knows how to organize their spreadsheets, or everybody knows how to organize their business, but those were things that were natural to me, not natural to everybody else. And it really helped having my husband's perspective and him telling me, hey, you're good at these things, you should teach these things. So that is how I am here today. Test out some of those strategies and let me know if any of those worked for you. Which one worked best for you? Was it 1, 2, 3, or 4? Let me know in the comments below. If you've already made it this far and you're not already subscribed, tickle that subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss when I post my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Follow your joy. Bye.